of 7. I have been warned by my wife that if I'm going to do these videos, I should do them in here because she doesn't want to appear in the. But Carmine does want to appear. Hello, Carmine. Mwah. Say hello. Say hello to the YouTube community. A bubble? Well, I don't have any bubble gum.
What?
And don't tell mommy, but we don't have any bubble gum in the house. She doesn't know the difference between chewing gum and bubble gum. No, you can't have my mouse. Okay. If you find any of that bubble gum, I'll blow you a bubble. All right. This is an exciting day because I have just gotten one of the, well, 2, I think, of the 3 packages that I'm very excited about. What is some of my on-air sign for? All right. I am hooked on these Uniball Vision Elite pens. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, don't touch the phone. Don't touch the phone. You want to touch the camera? All right. Well, I wouldn't do that either. But here, play with your car. Play with your car. Jeez, that's a camera for the cat, for Prissy. All right, so I am hooked on these Uniball Vision Elite pens. They're great. They're affordable. They're really just terrific. But you know, I use them all the time, so they do run out of ink. So I just ordered an ink refill for a couple of these Uniball Vision Elite pens, and the refill, thankfully, has just arrived. So I am going to refill my pens with this refill. Let's see if this worked. Hang on. Okay, and let me just make sure this is writing okay. Perfect. Writes great. All right. So that's one down, one pen refilled, and I'll do the other one. Meantime, I want to thank my friend Brian Silverstein for helping to complete my NCAA bracket. We have to all do these brackets, and if you want to participate and see how you do, you can go to wabcradio.com/bracket, and I think you can win $500. See, I screwed this up. I lost track of what pen I was refilling and which one was the original here. Wait a minute. Is this the original? Or is this the refill? Let's see. I knew I made a mistake here. See, now they're both writing. I don't know which is the refill. Can you tell? Which is the, I think this is the refill. Okay. This is the, okay, I'm screwed up here. Okay. I think this is good. And I can't tell. All right. I'm going to save the other one just in case. Okay. But anyway, thank you to Brian Silverstein for filling out my bracket for me, and you can do so as well. Fill out your own bracket at wabcradio.com/bracket. I think it's free to participate, and then you can win up to $500 if you get the March Madness brackets correctly. You know, I mean, with 64 teams, obviously there's an untold number of possibilities in terms of what can happen. You know what I learned yesterday is that nobody has ever had a perfect bracket. Isn't that amazing? You would think one person in the history of March Madness would have at some point had a perfect bracket. So it's never happened. Hopefully this will be the year, and Brian Silverstein's picks for me will be that perfect bracket. We'll see. All right. I have been saying this on the radio, but there are too many interesting documentaries to watch, and there's not enough hours in the day. I don't know how people watch everything, but I'm hoping to watch this William Shatner documentary tonight, or tomorrow. They were kind enough to send me a screener, so I'm looking forward to seeing it, hopefully in advance of his 93rd birthday on Friday. And what are you doing with that camera, pal? Let's put that here. That's for so mommy. No, it's for mommy to keep track of the cats. All right. So anyway, I was just I'm looking at all these documentaries. I'm interviewing a fellow tonight who's made this documentary about Ukraine and Zelensky, which I'm looking forward to seeing. I still want to see the Val Kilmer documentary, which I've not seen. I still want to see this this Albert Brooks documentary that's on Max. There's a Stormy Daniels documentary. I have no idea if that's worth seeing or not. But what do you, okay. But there's all these interesting documentaries, and I don't know what has caused the jumpstart in documentary production, but hey, don't touch it. But there's, for whatever reason, a whole bunch of documentaries here. Some of them, pressing all the electronics. But also, they just began the latest season of the A&E. No, you want to take Daddy's mouse? Okay. Okay, don't break it, please. They've just began the latest season of these A&E wrestling documentaries, these bios that they're doing on all these wrestlers, and I want to see that. They also began the latest season of the Dark Side of the Ring, where they profile a lot of interesting wrestlers. This season alone, they're profiling Earthquake. See, I said don't break it, and you broke it. They're profiling. No, you broke it. You can't hold it. So they're profiling this season Earthquake, John Tenta, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, one of the fabulous Freebirds, and a number of other people. But I haven't really seen the previous few seasons of Dark Side of the Ring, which I'm told are very good. There's not enough time to watch everything. I'll tell you what I do recommend you watch if you haven't already seen it, and you can see it on the YouTube. A wonderful interview. It's about an hour, a little more than an hour in length, that Chris Cuomo did with Tucker Carlson. I talked about it on the radio, but it was just so interesting to hear both of these men give their perspective on world affairs, on cable news, on politics, on the politics of cable news. And it gave me, I thought it was really just a fascinating conversation. And if you're like me, I do encourage you to make that a priority if you're interested in world affairs or the media or politics or anything, because I was really impressed with both of them. I thought it was a really interesting interview. So I got my Uniball Vision Elite refills, which is great. I am waiting, and I think it might be here. I am waiting for the latest uh, refill of Zevia. Hey, bud. Oh, you got my mouse. Can I have it back? You're gonna hold it. Okay. I'm just gonna hold my mouse. I'm waiting for my latest refill of Zevia. I love Zevia. It is a calorie-free soda. It's really more like a mineral water, has great flavors. My favorite is the ginger root beer. There's no dye or anything like that. So you get the cola or you get the ginger root beer. It doesn't look brown. It looks clear because you want that stuff? Here, you can have it. Here you go, buddy. What, what big duck? Oh, okay. See, this is what Coleman wants. There's a duck that you want the Donald duck that he used to take a bath with, and he's still quite fond of. And it's in my here. I'll show you. Thank you. See, this is this duck. When he was a little baby, he used to take a bath in here, and he still likes it. So there you go. I think that was from my friend Lauren Conlon, who gave that to him, and she said that her daughter decided to keep getting into that duck long after she was too old to do so. So anyway, I love this Zevia. There's no sugar, no artificial sweeteners. It's wonderful. And if you're like me and you've given up booze for Lent and you want just something to hold other than water, it really is a great substitute. So I think I just got a new restock of that. I see there's a box waiting for me. By the way, I see we have a whopping one live viewer. Thank you to that live viewer. If anyone has questions, please feel free to type them, and I'll do my best to answer them. And everybody should feel free to share this stream on social media. So far, we have not gotten much of a response to these live YouTube versions. Certainly not compared to Facebook or Twitter. Maybe next we'll try Instagram. And then, we'll see which platform engenders the most live response, and then maybe just stick with that on a regular basis. The other package that I'm waiting for is I just ordered some new gear from the WABC Radio online store. You can check it out at WABCRadiostore.com. It's a new racket report gear and some cool vintage WABC gear from the stuff from the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, and I just went hog wild. And if you end up ordering on there, if you use my promo code Frank15, you'll save 15% off. So hopefully that arrives soon, and I can be styling and profiling in my WABC gear. I'm looking at the nature boy Ric Flair, who keeps an eye on me from the bookshelf in my office. and I was able to get my hands on Ric Flair's telephone number, so I texted him, but he has yet to text me back. So I don't want to bother the guy, but I don't want to let the opportunity to chat with him disappear. So I'm thinking of texting him again, maybe tomorrow or over the weekend, see if we can arrange an interview because it would really be a hoot to have him on and a real treat. All right. Tonight on radio or tomorrow, we're supposed to have Brian Kilmeade on, but he just texted me that he's going to be on the road. So maybe he'll be on the phone, or maybe we'll just hold off on the planned interview for tomorrow and just reschedule for another day. Nick Pope, who used to be in charge of watching UFOs for the British Ministry of Defense, he's going to join me to talk about this Pentagon report, and we have a number of other interesting things. A professor by the name of Leah Flaherty in paranormal psychology, she's going to join me. And this fella, and I have to find a way to watch this documentary between now and tonight, this fellow who made this interesting documentary on Ukraine and Zelensky that I have heard nothing but good things about, he's going to join me as well. All right. So check out if you ever miss what we're doing on the show and you want to check it out, if you didn't get to hear any of yesterday's show with Dr. Sky, in which he explained why spring is a little earlier this year and the best way for you to enjoy the eclipse, you can certainly go to the podcast at fmwabc.com, check out the podcast there, or just search The Other Side of Midnight on any podcast app. Hit the subscribe button. Please share this video. Please give us lots of likes and thumbs up. Please subscribe if someone sent this video to you, and hopefully you'll be notified the next time we go live. Until then, I'll see you on the radio.